shaker to this. There we go. Ho, ho, ho. It's not the LAZ here. Instead of jingle bells, I have this really cool Peruvian like shaker thingy. And I just add a little to that shaker sound. Ron is in the chat. Rono.
Hello, everybody.
As some of you know, today is Randy Rhoads' birthday.
That's right.
And both Ron and I are very influenced by Randy, and he was influenced by another Rono. That's why Ron goes by Rono, right? Another Rono.
I've been called a lot of things in my life.
Right. Well, we won't go into that. Anyway, many good things, I'm sure, right?
And
see,
some
I was
bad.
expecting you to wear the Chuyo for the show today, because you know we could be matching Chuyo. You got it handy?
No, it's in. It's actually out in the Hummer.
Next time, it's in the Hummer. Did you get? I did send you the things for the Hummer wheels, right? Didn't I?
Yes. Yeah,
okay, good.
I got them. Thank you.
Great. So, if you guys don't know, this is day 3, even though it's not December 3rd. It's according to LAZ, day 3 of the 12 days of Rockmas. That's right. And we are giving away another fine gift from the studio. I keep adding every day. I keep adding another like Christmassy item to the studio. Notice us rocking Santa with the EVH 51. Well, it's not. That's not the 5150. No, that's the Frankenstrat, the mini one. He's playing that right there. Yeah. Here, let me solo me so you guys can maybe see that a little better. There you see him. There he is. And then I got 3 more Funko Pops left, 2 Skeletor versions and a Slash with the cigarette version. And then, of course, some of these string swings, guitar hangers. And what else? And I've got strings. You know, if you want some D'Addario 10 to 42s, these are 9 to 46s. That's what I think 10 to 46s. I got 9 to 46s are my preference. And on strats anyway, like on like a Les Paul or something like that, different scale length, I might go with 10s to 52s or 56s if they make that. I think they make 56s, right? I like a heavier bottom and a lighter top. I don't know. That's just me. And then I like big butts and I cannot lie. Anyway, on guitars. Talking about guitars here. And then we've got a couple more of these Chuyo hats that I can give.
They are warm.
They are nice and soft too, right? They don't make you itch, right?
Nope.
Soft, non-itchy, and super great. So we've got a couple of those still left. And what else? And other swag, right? We got swag. Oh yeah, the Star Trek thing.
Star Trek.
Yeah, the ultimate support system guitar hanger that I call the Star Trek guitar hanger because it looks like the Enterprise. What's cool about these is that I modified them because they're made to go like into a slotted wall thing. You see the little slot right there. It's meant to go, into a slot wall kind of board. And then you can actually close them up when you take the guitar off so they're not hanging out the wall, people bumping into them and stuff. You can then pull it out when you need it. When your guitar goes in there, it clamps down on it. See? Like that. So pretty cool, but I don't think they sold a lot because it's just made for like that. And what I did was I made a piece of wood. Made a piece of wood with holes in it. I had to drill the holes and then countersink them so that this would go like so on the wall. So now you can flush mount it onto a wall. So you can either not use that, or if you have that slotted kind of wall board. If you don't, you just screws right through, right into the wall. And then this part goes over that. Like so. Just clicks on. If I can get it to click on. Hold on a second. It's easier to do without that stuff in the way. There you go. Click it on like that. And that looks cool, right? Look at that ultimate support. And ultimate support's been around for a long time. In the 80s, I had their keyboard stands. They made some of the best ones. So there you go, man. So there's 2 or 3 more of those, I think. No, yeah, 3 more. I got 3 more of those, and those things were going for like 30-40 bucks or something originally. I think I bought them on a blowout for like 10-15 bucks a pop or something like that. I think 10, around there. So pretty much every item that's going to be going out was around the value of anywhere between $8 and $10. So not all high value items or nothing like that. I'll give you a candy cane though. And I'll give you some cool picks, like where the Randy Rhoads picks. Or what am I saying? Randy Rhoads picks. I wish I had
wait a minute. Yeah.
I wish I had those. No, we got the EVH picks, but what did Randy use?
Fender mediums.
Fender mediums. I've got a lot of Fender mediums. I'll send out some Fender mediums. So Randy Rhoads picks, man. Did he use any particular colored one? Because I used to go with the confetti, and then there was this black and white kind of like tile, black and white tile one that I like.
Just the regular tortoise color ones mostly, but I don't know.
Like the standard that I typically had too.
I think he eventually end up getting his signature on him.
Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder if they're still out there. Like, can you get them? Can you buy them?
I have no idea.
We got to find that out. Hey, Ock-Ears is here. So I did send links to Ock-Ears and to Alex and to Johnny and even to Janice, just to see who wants to join in the Christmas spirit here. But let's say hi to everyone else. We got Blackjack Guitar in the house. What's up? And Johnny's like saying, hey, dude, he's working on another video. See everyone tonight. Billy Ray is in. Billy Ray, hope you have an all right Christmas, man. I know you're going to be missing family and it's going to be rough, but just get together with as much family as you can and share the love and spirit of your lost ones and
memories
of them. Maybe try to do something like think of what was their favorite song during Christmas. What was the movie that they like to watch during Christmas? And my favorite, even though it's obviously, I mean, both these are kind of Christmas movies, but kind of not. So Trading Places, of course, because I think Bad Santa started from that movie. The idea of the Bad Santa came from Dan Aykroyd's most excellent rendition of a Bad Santa. Oh my God, that was great. And then, of course, Die Hard, Christmas movie. People say, no, it's not a Christmas movie. I'm like, yes, it is. Then we got Dr.
The writer of the movie said it was a Christmas movie.
There you go. I mean, they released it during the Christmas holiday season, didn't they? They had to have, or maybe they didn't, but it was set during Christmas. And so, and at the end, it was a happy ending like Christmas is, right? Oh, wait a minute. The real Christmas, not so. But Billy, 3 days later, it was. All right.
Billy, play the Elvis Christmas stuff.
Oh, yeah, man. The Elvis Christmas stuff is great. Oh. How does it go? Christmas without you. All right. Then who else we got in here? We got just scrolling up now. Eddie Faye. What's up, Eddie Faye? So 20 people in the house. I hope I see some of my Austrian and otherwise European friends, but a lot of them are busy. This is the time of year everyone's decorating. My brother John is out decorating the house today, and he's not like full on Christmas vacation, but it's pretty good. He keeps up with that guy. Who else we got? Burnt
Relic. Not here. Get this, Laz.
Right. He's like trying to plug it in, and the plug's like this. That's John's house. Not kidding. And then who else is here? Barry Rich, dude. I know you're back in town. You've got a gift coming to you too, man. So maybe more than one because it's Christmas and we're friends, right? So Christmas gifts abound, right? But yeah, exactly. On the 3rd day of Christmas, Santa Claus gave to me. And then what else? I'm just being silly. Earl Patch, new to the channel, looks like, right? I would think at least that name is new to me that I recall. So I know we got some new people in here. We've grown at least 10 subscribers in the last couple of weeks, which is amazing because, I think it helps to do different things. Like I did that, the show. By the way, I got a shout out. I don't know if you guys heard this. Let me show you this. Got a shout out from a friend. And this guy, we all know whoever's into gear knows this guy because he's been doing the gear thing for quite a while. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, Music Therapy Laz? I watched one of your videos the other day. It was very good. Yeah, Music Therapy Laz did a cool Black Friday idea. This is how I believe every channel who's smaller for sure should do things, which is what he did. Is he went into a small mom and pop music store. There's a reason. I'll explain why this is important for a second, Music Therapy Laz, and then I'll get to your subject. He, I'll put a link to the video. He was in, I think it's San Francisco. Is that where you're at, Music Therapy Laz?
Yes.
He went in a music store and he shared the experience of his small music store. And just like we seen Joe Wentz do and a lot of other smaller channels do, the problem with bigger channels like me doing that is I really can't help them any more than you can. Getting 100,000 views on a mom and pop store, you understand that there's only going to be a small percentage that's in that area. When you get somebody 10,000 views, 1,000 views, it really puts their brand on, on everybody's radar. And like this, you never know who's going to be watching. Like I said, I liked it. Hey, what's up, Music?
There you go.
I watched one of your videos.
Thank you, Phil.
Cool.
Thank you, Phil. By the way, I do have a previously owned Phil McKnight guitar. It was the one I bought from Dane Zimmerman, by the way. Dane's shop. Go check out Zim's Guitars in Arizona. You can order online. He will ship. Even though there were some people in the past saying no ship. They were wrong.
Well, I got 6 of them from him, and I'm in Ohio, so he did ship.
He's a great guy. So, yeah, awesome dude. Anyway, Ian also in the house. What's up, Ian? Yeah. Oh, we talked. Okay, that's right. That's where I probably saw you there. Yeah, working, lurking. Yeah, that's me, dude. Most of the time, I'm working and lurking because I don't do this for a living yet. But someday, maybe I will, right? Like BCG 5150 guitars. That's right. The Phil's mini amps. Right here. I bought 3 of them. I'm still waiting for the Ignator one. The Soldano, I don't think ever will go on that kind of a sale because it's like too popular. But obviously, these are definitely worth $99 each by no question. And then this one's ready, hot and ready to go, baby. I got this set up because this is a more heavy, high gain sound kind of a thing, which I think will lend itself to Randy's tone, even though he ran his stuff through a Plexi, but he had stuff equalized all over and distortion plus going into it and all that. And I've got the Randy guitar up there on the wall. That thank you to my friend Ron over here, Rono, right? Thank you so much for that, dude. Because I was looking at getting a Randy guitar, and he's like, dude, don't buy that one. You're gonna have to fix it up and do all this crap to it. Buy this made in Japan one, because I can't buy it right now. I don't have the money. But oh, what the heck? I just accidentally pushed the button when I was reaching over. That was funny. Hold on. All right. So I got that made in Japan, Randy Rhoads, in a metallic. It's like I guess it's like a
gunmetal.
Gunmetal, right? But sparkle. Yeah. Sparkle gunmetal metallic with the stripes. The stripes are in black over the gunmetal. I'll be playing that into this a little later today during the show, like soon, because we're going to make a pretty short show here. I just want to give time for more people to roll in for the giveaway, because let's go ahead and get that started, right? So the giveaway, you will get a choice of one of these items, right? Whatever you want, and then I'll send it to you with some extra swag.
Randy would have been 69 years old today.
Yeah, that's right, 69. And irregardless of what Eddie Van Halen might have said to him in the past, he did not teach him everything he knows. I think Randy knew quite a bit already on his own.
Yep.
And he may have borrowed a few things from him, just like Eddie borrowed from many others too, and just took it to another level. As a matter of fact, I posted a video on my Facebook of Ace Frehley, this guy. Oh, where is he? He's gone already, because I already gave him away. All right, Ace Frehley's up there. I posted a video of Ace Frehley hammering on just like Eddie
in 1975.
1975 at a live show soloing, right?
Yep.
So the bottom line is that Eddie wasn't the one who invented that. Other people were already doing it, but Eddie took it to another level. And I think, where he did his recordings also took it to another level. I mean, Eddie recorded by Gene and his crew in that studio sounded like Kiss. It didn't sound like Eddie. I think, really Templeman was the magic in the beginning with that band. He really, the way they use that plate reverb and that plate reverb room they have there. If you've ever seen videos and them talking about how they put the sound all together, that the recordings that they did with Eddie in the early few, the first 4 or 5 albums, right? I think they were better than anything later. I think the later albums were really good too, and Eddie was doing his thing in 5150. They did some unique and different stuff with keyboards and all that. It was all good. But I'm telling you, that first album, a lot of the magic was just the way that they were able to present that sound, because I'm sure they sounded pretty close to that live from what I've seen on a lot of live shows. But you listen to that album and it really does kind of accentuate his genius on guitar and Alex's genius on the drums, Michael's singing and bass, and of course, David's abilities as a singer as much as he had. He made the most of what he had as a voice, and he was the front man of the 80s. There was nobody that could top that guy from the late 70s to the 80s, right? Nobody was as good as he was when it came to, like, maybe Coverdale a little bit, but even him, I don't even know. Who else would you say was a better front man? I would have to say probably, of course, Queen, right?
Yeah. Well,
maybe they were probably the top. They were bigger than Van Halen, even when Van Halen was as big as they were.
Dave is not the greatest singer. We all know that, but he is one of the top front showmen.
That's right.
Ever.
I mean, I don't know.
He knew how to handle the crowd.
He knew how to handle the crowd, and he was, he brought the women in, that's for sure. And we saw a bit of an exodus when Sammy took over, but not because Sammy wasn't any less, attractive of a person, maybe, but I think there was, people were disappointed in a sense that Dave's gone, and well, he's doing his own thing. So there was a competition in the beginning of who had the better album. Both those albums were pretty damn good. They competed right against each other. But early on, Templeman and them wanted to replace him right off the bat because they just didn't think he had the world-class vocals that they were looking for. But it's not always about that. See, that's the thing about producers and record, execs, is they'll make wrong decisions for musicians and bands all the time. They didn't want Queen to do half the album when they put that which one was it that had another one by Sedust on it?
The Game.
The Game. I mean, half that album, I don't think they wanted half that stuff on there. So bottom line is you got to be yourself, and you got to go for what got you there, and thankfully they stuck it out for how many albums?
There's videos of Les Paul in the 50s tapping.
Yeah. I mean, there were so many people back in the day. There were people tapping on classical guitar, even. There's like Segovia. You'll see him doing stuff like that. If
he was my favorite.
Yeah, love that. Well, he was probably the best in his day.
And John Williams too.
Yeah. By the way, what are you partaking in when it comes to your drink of choice?
I don't have anything here right now.
Santa and it's not Rudolph because the noses. I guess maybe when he's only flying is when it's red, but got a little Santa's helper coffee here. A little sprinkle of cinnamon and nutmeg on top, and a candy cane that's already melted into the coffee. So I love it when you add that little bit of mint to it too. That's so good. So we got Dragon Attack, right? Yeah. Jim Dandy, right? Well, he did steal some of that shtick from him, right? Definitely. Yeah. I mean, he even talks about it. He was like somebody he admired, right? But yeah, Frank Zappa was tapping in the 70s, right? Yeah. And that guy was tapping on bicycles when TV was still black and white in the 60s, man. Just look that one up. On the was that the Tonight Show, or what was that show back then? No, it was the Steve something show, or was
Jerry Lewis, or not Jerry Lewis, Jerry.
Anyway, one of those guys back in the day. Look it up.
Jerry Reed. Jerry tapping Reed. Too.
Jerry Reed too, man. That guy. I remember when I saw him on Smoking the Bandit, and then I that Eastbound and Down song. That's him. And then they had the Orange Blossom Special song on there, and he's banjo playing on that. That guy is an amazing musician too. He's one of the Hee Haw gang, isn't he?
Yeah.
You guys know what Hee Haw is? Just look it up. If any of you guys are like millennials or younger people, look up a show from the early 70s, late 60s, early 70s called Hee Haw, Heehaw, and it is hilarious stuff. There's a lot of innuendo in there, just like it's like the Americanized version of Benny Hill. but with a lot more talented people on there. Just to say,
Well, you had Roy Clark.
yeah,
you know,
Roy Clark. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the greatest musicians of their day coming in and out of that show, and the comedy was hilarious. And
Jerry, I still think Jerry Reed's best song was "She Got the Gold Mine and I Got the Shaft."
Yeah, such great songs, man. One thing about country is they know how to put words together, don't they? Mr. Bojangles, right? Yeah, Mr. Bojangles was tapping, right?
Steve Martin was tapping on the banjo.
There you go.
In the 70s.
When he was doing the King Tut.
Yeah.
Came from Alabama, built his pyramid in Babylonia. Anyway.
He was born in Arizona, moved to Babylonia.
Babylonia, that's what it was, yeah. Both desert countries, yeah. Yeah, man. So let's get this on the road. What do you guys say? You want to hear a little bit of this first, and then we'll do that? Let's do that. All right. Well, let's keep everything down. I'm going to go in the middle with everything. So the deep and the presence I'll just put at like maybe 10 o'clock for now. Bass at the middle at the middle, and the treble at the middle.
Deep should be all the way on. That gives you that bottom end.
Well, we'll adjust into it. What do you think? Because I'm going into a 2x. All right, here we go. Let's grab this puppy. Get the cabal. And I haven't not even checked to see if this is in tune, and I bet you it still is. There we go. Hopefully this works. There we are. And I like these particular input jacks. I don't know if
I can't find those.
Purposefully curved like that. So it's perfect for this kind of guitar because when you put it in there, it almost rests against the body like that.
I've looked for those, Laz. I can't find those anywhere.
It's pretty cool. But maybe more like a 90-degree one would be better, to be honest. I got to be careful here. I'm with a rolling chair and the little space I'm in. I might fall over. Hit the laugh track. All right, there we go. So I do use by the way, I do use the S locks by Schaller, the Schaller S locks. So they're the more silent locking. You don't hear the jiggle, right? All right, let's see. Got to plug the other end in. Where's the other end? Here it is. Try not to knock over. Oh, I got hooked onto the microphone thing.
Jackson Guitars started because of Randy Rhoads.
That's right. Now imagine if when he was talking to Jackson about that, if he would have said, "Well, if you're kind of shy about it, how about just calling it Rhoads Guitars?" Oh my God, something just came loose. Oh, I see what happened here. Hold on. Before my microphone falls off. All these parts just came flying all over. Okay, the locking washer broke in half.
Oh.
So I'm gonna have to get another one.
Is it brass?
That's what happens when it's made in China, just saying. Okay. I'll have to go get another one. But for now it's fine. I was wondering what fell, and I'm like, oh, one of these are missing. All right, you guys can kind of hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's turn this on. Ooh, a little loud. And I'll adjust the echo cancellation and all the other volumes. But the problem with turning this up, the cabinet's behind there, so I can't take the mic there, and I didn't have time to set up a separate mic. So maybe next time. But if I leave echo cancellation on, it's going to sound like this. How does it sound?
You can go up louder.
All right. If I go like this.
There you go. You have auto volume adjust. You have auto volume adjust on?
It probably is.
Because it sounds good, then it goes down to nothing.
That's because of the noise cancellation. Hold on. The echo cancellation thing. Okay, let me see. Audio. Echo cancellation. Reduce background noise. Stereo audio. Ooh, I can go stereo audio. Well, I don't have two microphones, so that doesn't make a point. But automatically adjust volume. All right, here we go. All right, how's this? I have to turn up the mic volume.
Yeah, it's like your auto mic level's on because it starts out loud, then fades down.
All right, hold on. This is what happens when you don't have a crew that runs your show, when you're doing it by yourself. All right, I'm gonna take where is it? All right. Now I'm just gonna add up. All right, can you guys hear me talking now? Hello?
Yeah.
And how about this?
Yeah, it's fading away.
And I took that setting off, so I don't know what to tell you. Let me try one more thing. Audio. All right, how's this?
I can hear that.
All right, how about this?
Okay, it's not fading away, so that's working. That has a Floyd on it. BCG. With the stainless steel upgrade to it. And that has EMGs in it too, BCG.
I'm playing it in the wrong key.
You're all good, BCG. Yeah, that is a 1997 or 98 made in Japan. And it was perfect. And Laz had sent me a link to one he was going to buy. And then he wanted to do this, this, and this to it. And I said, man, you'll have more money in it than if you bought this one. It already has everything, and this is a better guitar. Wrong amp, Laz. Wow, I didn't know you knew Holy Diver. Need to put a kill switch in that.
I think it's pretty kick-ass. All right, that's enough of that for now. Now we got to switch everything back. Oh my god, that was fun. I wish I could today, man. I don't have time for it. All right. Do I sound all right now?
Yeah, now you do.
All right, there we go. Back to. So I do have like E609s and SM57s and guitar stands and all that. So part of the plan, as you guys know, has been part of the plan forever. But this summer, what am I saying? This summer, this Christmas, I'm wearing summer clothes. That's why I'm feeling like summer, and it's hot in here now. This Christmas, I'm gonna have all this set up. So my sweetie's gonna be out of town for Christmas. I'll be alone for 2 weeks. I have all my friends and family to keep me busy too, but I'll tell you, man, it's going to be nice to have this all set up. I'll have cabs mic'd up. I have this patch bay ready to go. I'm going to have everything all wired up. And it'll be nice to just hit a button and then go right to that next time with the, knocked over a candy cane. It'll be nice to be able to just go right to the cabs. And then I've got the IRs with the IRX and other gear that I bought. I bought some really cool plugins during the big sale, Black Friday sale at Sweetwater and elsewhere. But they had some really good ones. So did Stu Mac, as you know. Stu Mac still has some things on sale, but some of the tools have dropped off since Cyber Monday. You can't get the toolkit half off or the file half off. A lot of that stuff is just 20% off now. But if you do buy over a certain amount of stuff, you'll get a free year of shipping, which is really their most expensive part of buying anything from them. So
yeah,
if you do that with the 20% off, there are items there that you can't even get typically 20% off. So go for that now, because there's stuff that you can't get 20% off ever. And I still think they have the half off on the guitar kits. I think I'm going to buy one of those 99 buck, ones. And I might buy the square one if they have that on half off, just so I can, do my own body. I might even go crazy. I might go and buy 3 bodies and build the crazy 3-necked Van Halen style Hydra that I'm going to call the Franken 5150, because I don't know what else to call that thing. It's going to be instead of having the little like what Steve Vai had at the bottom end, he had that like little harp set of strings.
Mm-hmm.
Put a keyboard on it somewhere so I can play jump on it, and then use a looper to play the bass parts, the guitar parts, and 2 guitar parts sometimes, and then the keyboard parts, and just make a song out of that. That'd be fun as hell. And just to have that as a display on the wall, it'll be crazy, right? So that's one of my crazy plans that I've had for over a year, if not more now, to do one of those. And the 3 guitars that are going to be on there are probably going to be the Frankenstrat, the original 78, right? The red and white Frankenstein, and then the 5150. Or maybe like a Rude guitar, just something. Maybe it'd be cool to do something in a different color too. Maybe the Bumblebee, right? Do the white one, the red and black. Yeah, white one, red and black, and the Bumblebee, and then that'll be the 3 like most known Strats, or the 5150 would be ideal. Having the 5150 at the bottom one, the one on the very bottom, with that hockey stick headstock would be the best to have there. But if I buy those 3 bodies and then cut them and then splice them together, I think it could work. That's my crazy idea. So we'll see if it'll happen. It's something I'm gonna try to do. So Johnny says, "What's up?" Puppy Badass is in the house saying hi to everybody. What's up, Puppy Badass? If you guys don't know who Puppy Badass is, he's Charles N 5150 or 57. I don't know. Charles N something from Texas, but Puppy Badass lives in, I think, Penn State or something like that, right? Somewhere out there in the East Coast. Yeah, Puppy Badass. It's fun stuff. Yeah. And that's where I got some of my new subscribers. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be on his show in about, 2 weeks or something like that, on the 20-somethingth or the 19th, was it? Is that what we decided on? Let me see. It's all about spreading the love of music and rock and roll. Let's see. No, the 28th. So on the 28th. So I think that's the day before my sweetie gets back from Peru. right? So the 28th, Puppy Badass is going to be having me on their show, which will be fun. Small show. They just started their channel like 4 months ago or something, so they're getting it rolling pretty quick. But that's going to be awesome. Yeah, we're just.
I'll ship this back to you
Buffalo.
Monday.
He's in Buffalo. He says he's in
Laz,
Buffalo, New York.
I'll ship this Monday.
Well, that's great, dude. Right on. Andy's going to be so stoked, dude. Tell me how much the shipping is, and I'm happy to Venmo you or whatever, however you want it sent, PayPal you or whatever, friends and family. All right, you guys ready for this giveaway now? There's what, 22 people in here. Everybody's entered. Just so you know, you're all entered. Let me go ahead and show you guys. There's 19 people entered. Let's add this to the thing. But dude, that amp sounded cool, man. And I haven't even messed around with tweaking it much. You know, I just plugged it in for the first time. That's my very first impression into those V30s, right? I wonder what they'd sound like through greenbacks or something else.
Diesels are made for V30s.
They are? Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. Out of an orange cab. So that's heavy metal, right? All right. Yeah. Eddie's saying play it, Ron. So why don't you play something for them while I bring up this right here. You guys ready?
No, this is Laz's show. Go ahead and draw.
No, you do it. No, you play music while I hit the button.
I'm just gonna hit a drum loop.
All right, you can do that. All right, here we go. Ready? Draw. Don't shoot. Draw. Oh, look at that. Ian wins. All right, Ian. The winner. He's got a Frankenvan too. Look at that. Right on, dude. He's got a Frankenvan just like mine. Mine's not striped up yet, but I am going to do that someday. I swear to God. It's going to happen. So, Ian, what do you want? You got to tell us in the chat. Ian Nunez. Or is it Nunez? Ian Nunez. Noonan. Remember that? Noonan. Ian, you must have gotten some shit for that back in the day. Caddyshack. Noonan. Oh my God. That scene when he was like, he's going for it. He's digging for gold. And then he's like, okay, double or nothing. He eats it. They're like, Noonan. Oh, it was great. All right. Wasn't that scene?
Oh, I think so. I haven't seen that movie in 30 years.
Oh God, I want to watch that again. So what is your choice? So your choice is either a black or gray reversible Peruvian made from alpaca fur by the artisans of Peru in the Andes of Peru, right?
And they are warm, Ian.
One of them says Peru on it, like that, and you flip it around, and then I think it says Arequipa, which is a beautiful region where they make wine and stuff like that, I think. I think I just disconnected a cable. Did my microphone change?
No, you're all right.
All right, I heard a beep boom. Usually that means something disconnected or connected. Oh, it's my battery's probably dying. Yeah, we're gonna have to end this soon. So my battery's about to die. So you can either get one of these or I can go out and get the cable. Hold on, let me go get the cable. I don't want it to die.
Those hats, Ian, they are warm. It was 18 degrees here yesterday, and I was out, and I had mine on. They are warm. They really are.
I forgot. I came in.
So you have the hats, the strings.
There we go. All right.
Or the wall hanger guitar.
Good thing it bing bongs on me, otherwise I would have just had a dead battery. All right, so one of these, which is either the gray one and the black one that has the dingleberries on the end. If you don't like the dingleberries, you can just cut them off. A lot of times they just like tie it at the end like that. Or this gray and black one. Or no, it's just gray and gray. So dark gray, lighter gray, and then it says Peru on it. So you can have one of those or a pack of strings, either 942s or 946s like these. Or 10 to 46s, I think, the standard kind of 10s that you'd have on a Les Paul or whatever, the Darios. And then, of course, you're going to get swag, candy canes, some picks like these Van Halen ones that just fell out of the package. Like that, 5150. The other choice is one of these Funko Pops up here. one of two remaining Funko Pops. They're both Slash. So we got Dead Slash, or we have Slash with the cigarette Slash. And then the other option is, string swing guitar hanger. And these are what I use on my guitar hangers, my Soundtrap Designs guitar hangers that are up there. Now, in the past, I've given those away, but they've always been to someone like in India or whatever. It's like, I can't send it to you in Africa or India. So both those guys, the furthest place and the most hardest place to send something to, won one of those. And I'm like, I'll just send you some money or something else. So that's what we did. Let's see what else. I know I have a couple other extras. I have an extra The Edge of U2. Got an extra one of him. And yeah, I think that's it with the Funko Pops when it comes to the extras.
He wants the Slash.
He wants the Slash?
Alive.
The live one with the cigarette. Okay, there you go. That's for you. All right, so I usually do this so I know who's what. I just write your name on here. So I just put it Ian. And then you know what to do, right, Ian? All right, there we go. That's going to you. So send me an email to this. musictherapylaz@gmail.com. Just send me your address or some friends. If you want to keep yourself anonymous, I always give people that option. If you want to remain anonymous, you can, because sometimes people want to remain anonymous on YouTube. You can then send me the address of like your mom's or dad's or brother's or friend of yours, neighbor, or whatever, and I'll send it in your name to them so that they know it's yours. And I'll put nothing weird in there, I swear to God. All right. So that's the show for today, you guys. Almost went an hour. Hope you guys enjoyed, even though it was a little difficult in the proper setup of getting the Diezel to really hear it. But like I keep promising, in the future, I will have things set up in here so that we have mics on those cabs and or going into IRs. So it's even easier. I don't have to deal with that. As a matter of fact, I did buy that Guitar Paradise suite from UA, Universal Audio. That is an amazing piece of software for freaking $150, was it? Damn, I think something like that. 99 bucks. I think it was either 150 or 99. It was just stupid money. It was like stupid good for that price. I think it was 150. Just check that out. They have like some of their best sounding amps and plugins for that price, set up in a way that makes it so easy to even like cross, AB different cabs with different amps. And you can use cabs with some amps you never would have used those kinds of cabs with, and just to make your own sound. And then you can buy some of their additional plugins too. And they have a deal right now where you can get like 10 plugins for 10. So you get 10 for 10. So 50% off basically, right? Or you can do 3 for 3 or some other 5 for 5. There's even a way to choose certain ones that they're offering at $10 per, which is an amazing price. And then there is the subscription, which I think if you do it now before the end of the year or before Christmas or whatever, I think they're still offering directly at the UAD. And I'm not affiliated in any way, you guys, by the way. I'm not affiliated with anyone. I'm doing this all just for the love of gear and for you guys, so we can all learn about gear and enjoy it because it's fun. I'm not trying to be some kind of pro musician, even though I'd like to produce music at a pro level. I'm not trying to pretend to be something that I'm not. I'm just your average dude in a bedroom studio that I've built for myself, over the years. If you look at my old videos, oh my God, the blurry videos that Laz is like on bad Wi-Fi and is like, it's like if you want to get, do some DMT or something and watch me go by like this real slow, it'd be really, really weird. But yeah, it's like listen to some Pink Floyd in the background and just watch Laz go like this and move like this and be all wavy. It's funny. Anyway, but yeah, I go back at least. I started the channel in 2017, but I didn't do anything with it until 2019. That's when I went to NAMM, and then I posted up a few videos, and then Johnny's like, "Hey, you should, do YouTube." So I started doing YouTube. Then I went to NAMM 2020, but I couldn't go in because my friend who was supposed to bring me in, my sister's ex-boyfriend, he blew it. So I could have gone with some other people, but he told me, yeah, we'll go. And then he did something where he pissed off his sponsor and they said, no, only you can go. You can't bring anyone else. Because the last time he said that's the last time he's going to NAMM, and he like brought 30 people or something, and that pissed off his sponsor, right? So bottom line is he's out, he's gone. As far as I know, I don't know what he's up to. But my sister's much happier with her present boyfriend, by the way, and doing great with her band Then Die. They got an album that they're getting mixed now. It's going through the mix down process, right? And they're really happy with it. And it's different. It's different kind of music. It's cool, man. I can't wait to hear what it sounds like produced, because their live stuff can be hit or miss with sometimes the backing track stuff that they play when they're doing it. At the Whiskey, it wasn't really as great as it could have been. But some of the videos I shot of them were actually fairly decent, but they didn't have in-ears at that time. And my sister was having a hard time, without in-ears, hearing the backing track thing to play to. And she didn't even have her drums there and blah, blah, blah. So, when you're a beginning band, you don't get very much respect, and it's hard to make a statement with your art, but they're doing it and they're keeping at it. And I really kudos to my sister Monica, who was in the chat yesterday, by the way, from work. She hung out in the chat. So go check out my sister Monica's band on Facebook and Instagram. It's called Then Die. This is the name of their band. I should post a thing. Oops, I have everything capped. And the name of the band came from a meme, because when she was breaking up with that boyfriend of hers, there was this meme she saw on Facebook of like a Romeo Juliet kind of characters, and the Romeo character saying to the Juliet, I can't live without you. And she's like, then die. She was done. She was like done with it already. If that's what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be, man. So thank you all for coming. YouTube rejected my comment because it thinks it's spam. Then die, YouTube. Then die. Won't let me do it. It's my channel, YouTube. All right, what do I have to do? Then die?
You have to ask Johnny.
That's not how you spell the band, by the way, but it's TH. How about this? T. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. THENDIE. Potential spam. See, that worked. I'm smarter than AI, Johnny, just saying. All right, until next time, you guys. Don't listen to Gemini. She lies. She lies to you. She's hallucinating. Anyway, what hallucinating AI is, by the way, is just like children when they imagine and they're making up stuff, because they're making up stuff on what they know about the world so far. And they have an imagination and they just let loose with that. AI is still learning like a child, but don't be mean to AI either. I'm just saying AI has a lot to learn yet. Thank you, Puppy Badass. You rock, dude. We'll be on Puppy Badass, this show on the 28th. We'll have more guests in this show too. I used to do that more often. I used to do more shop your mom and pop show stuff, like what McKnight said here. Let's play this back again one more time. What McKnight was telling my friends in his chat and everyone else, he was telling them this. Check this out.
Hey, what's up, Music Therapy Laz? I watched one of your videos the other day. It was very good. Yeah, Music Therapy Laz did a cool Black Friday idea. This is how I believe every channel who's smaller for sure should do things, which is what he did. Is he went into a small mom and pop music store. There's a reason. I'll explain why this is important for a second, Music Therapy Laz, and then I'll get to your subject. I'll put a link to the video. He was at, I think it's San Francisco. Is that where you're at, Music Therapy Laz? He went in a music store and he shared the experience of his small music store. And just like we've seen Joe Wentz do and a lot of other smaller channels do, the problem with bigger channels like me doing that is I really can't help them any more than you can. Getting 100,000 views on a mom and pop store, you understand that there's only going to be a small percentage that's in that area. When you get somebody 10,000 views, 1,000 views, it really puts their brand on on everybody's radar. And like this, you never know who's going to be watching. Like I said, I liked it. Hey, what's up, Music Therapy Laz? I watched one of your videos.
He liked it. That's very cool, man. to get those kinds of kudos from Phil McKnight, who's a veteran of this and he knows what he's talking about, to say that this is what other small channels should be doing, like what I'm doing. That's cool, man. So I'm going to do more of those in the store kind of things. As a matter of fact, early on, I was even recommending to Johnny, dude, you got to go because you're a better player. You know, you got to go in the Guitar Center and just play their guitars and do videos because, you know, they'll sell guitars. They're not going to kick you out of there for that. And he's like, I don't know. They don't like it. And I'm like, no, just do it. Just do it. And then now he's been doing that every week, you know, so almost every week. Right. And then going into other shops like Guitar Showcase and stuff, because they slowly caught on to the idea that, hey, this guy's doing free advertising for me. You know, I bought, you know, the EVH Iconic amp because of meeting up with him and hearing him play it there. And I'm like, yes, I got to have that for $1,000. I'm buying that. And I already had cabinets that I could run it into. So that was a no brainer. You know, sounds fantastic, man.
He showed that clip from that video not too long ago.
Right on, man. That was, dude, I was blown away because, you know, Johnny is a professional. He's a player. He was signed. He, you know, some of the biggest producers and whatnot. And timing is everything, as you know. Even Eddie Van Halen didn't have success in the late 90s, right? I mean, it is what it is. Things changed, and it was pretty depressing for some of the people that were still doing their music. I mean, even Metallica sold out. What was that terrible album they did called Meat or something bad like that? I don't know what it was called. It was
pretty much bad. Anything after the Black Album.
Yeah. I mean, whatever that album was called, I don't even know. It was that bad. But then they came back with what was it called?
There was Load and Reload.
Load, yeah, it was a load of you know what is what most people say. Just saying, sorry Metallica, but I'm a Bay Area dude, so I love Bay Area music. But I never got too much into thrash and thrash metal anyway. But people like you probably, you know, with Dimebag and all this stuff, did. You know, I kind of started to veer away from the hair metal scene mid 80s already. By 85 and 86, I'm listening to more, you know, like alternative rock stuff and going catching Chris Isaac and, you know, the Church and all kinds of other kind of bands, right? Different kinds. I went to the Satriani show. I went to the Dio show. I went to, you know, I didn't see Van Halen in the 90s or the late 80s either. I went to 180s, 86 or something. I don't know when it was. Or 92, Johnny says. I don't know. It was a show I went to with my cousin Art, and he locked the tickets in his friend's car that he came with, and I met them there at the parking lot, and we were partying a little bit more because my cousin Art likes to party, and he just wanted to party some more before we went inside. Back then, you couldn't smoke whatever you wanted in there, so we were doing that out in the parking lot. And then I hear the whoo whoo on Pound Cake, and I'm like, dude, they're already on. Let's go, damn it, you know. Fuck. And then he's like, where's the ticket? And I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding. So that was the last chance I had to see Eddie live, and I never saw him. So that's why I'm going to LA, by the way, this weekend to catch. And I think the Argenzia Winery is open on Monday, dude.
Johnny said you turn your echo cancellation off.
Maybe. I think maybe my mic changed. No, the mic's the same. Echo cancellation's still on. Everything's normal.
Yeah, but you need to shut it off.
Why?
Because you're wearing headphones.
Oh, I've always had the echo cancellation on when wearing headphones. I don't know what that makes a difference. Do you hear a difference? Hello, Ron.
Yeah, you're a lot lower now.
Yeah, so I'm putting. Is that better? Anyway, I'm leaving it there because the show's practically over anyway. So next time, I got my mic kind of turned up a little hot because I had it pointed at the cabinet, and I turned the mic volume. So that's the end of the show. You guys, the point to make money with music. Well, it's an art form, and we'd all like to make money with our art, but if it's just about money, then it kind of ruins it. That's always been my fear of monetizing in the first place. I fear that if I monetize this, then it's not going to be as fun. But I'm starting to change my perspective on that, because if I do monetize, I'll probably be able to do more, and that'll help me. If I can do more, put more time into here, because I don't have to go out and work, and I can do the work in here, then that is the ultimate dream, right? Doing what you love to do. I just don't want it to change me in any way. You know, sometimes that kind of stuff can change a person. So, but I thank you too, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, RE Metallica selling out. Exactly. So until next time, you guys, Music Therapy Labs here. Next time will be tomorrow, probably from somewhere in Los Angeles in the early evening, our time, before the House of Blues show. We're probably going to check into our hotel. Maybe I'll set up there. I'm going to take along this Vocaster in my laptop so I can just plug into here. I don't have to mess around with anything in the studio. I just take this with some cables and the mic, headphones, and 2 mics and 2 headphones, by the way, and set up there. And then me, Alex, and Brent, Octopus Ears, are going to be down to catch Mammoth, Wolf Van Halen. I promised to his dad's ghost. I'm sorry I missed him live, but I'm going to catch every show with his son that's anywhere nearby me from that point on. And I have not missed one. I even went as far as Reno one time with Brent, and we've already been to 2 Van Halen style shows down in LA. I wish I had seen Mammoth at the Forum, or not the Forum, at the Hollywood Bowl when they were playing there. I think they played there. But they'll play in bigger venues like that soon. And the House of Blues, they're headlining, so it's going to be kick butt, right? And yeah, I did reach out to Amanda. She does know. She asked me for my address for a Christmas card, which is very sweet of her. I'll send her one. I was hoping to meet up with them, but I know that Rob also has a show on Sunday, and so they'll probably be busy. If we have a chance to stop by where they're going to be at to drop off a Christmas card, and I think I need to drop off a piece. I owe her. I didn't give her the missing piece to her thingy. So she needs one of these. I think these and that. I think. So I'll take all this down there and say, hey, do you have the parts to this, or did you ever even want to install it or what? But remember, she won one of these, so, or maybe she's due the entire thing. But I had a note on one of these saying, take one of these to Amanda, and it was just a missing parts thing. So I'll take one of those because she won one of those, and I think she won something else recently too during the year that I owe her. So I'll take that down. And if she's not available for us to drop by and we're driving through, we can go through, where she lives, that area. We might stop by the guitar shop down there on Monday on our way back, called the Collector in Orange. As a matter of fact, I think it was JJ, House of James O'Brien. House of James O'Brien. Say that 5 times fast. Yeah, go check out Johnny's show. That was from last night too. I haven't seen that either, so that'll be cool. But tonight. Well, that's tonight.
Yeah.
I'll be out. It's our 15th anniversary, so we're gonna be out having a good time. I'll be busy. But we're gonna go on one of these like drive around the neighborhood of lights. Kind of, you pay for it actually, and there's music and all these like lights on all the houses and stuff. It's like this thing down in Santa Clara, down in San Jose, Silicon Valley area. That'll be fun with my brother and sister-in-law, and yeah, it'll be fun day. And then the rest of the weekend, I'm gonna be in LA, driving to LA early in the morning, picking up those guys in Tracy, and then heading down Highway 5. So it should be a fun time. But yeah, if we go by the Collectors that James recommended to us, and that guy gave me a big Beatles picture, the Abbey Road crosswalk one, big frame picture. And that's where I got one of my simulator pedals, my Leslie simulator pedal, the DLR or DSL or DSLR or whatever company. It's like a boutique builder in SoCal. And one of the best rotary Leslie speaker pedals you can get. According to Hobarodi, he sent me, I think, like, you got to get this. This is the best one. I'm like, dude, I got one. I got one of these from the Collector. Anyway, last time we were there, they had everything from a Satriani, surfing with the alien guitar in red, right? The silver. They had one of those up there. They had some killer amps and guitars. That's a great shop. It reminds me of the shop that I recently did a video of when I was there at Real Guitars. As a matter of fact, I'm going to post that up on my Instagram and link them to it too. I think I already did once. I'll do it again just to help them with some business, because Chris, that owns that place and runs it with his son, and Jerry, I think, and some other guys there. They got a new guy. I think his name's Kelly, who's in that video wearing that red denim jacket. That guy's their new IT dude. So he's going to be doing more of the IT marketing for them finally. So they're doing really good. Great place. So thank you, Offbeat Bass Gear, and everyone else who joined us here tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Stay tuned tomorrow evening, early evening, my time, Pacific time, probably mid-evening, 9 o'clock or something like that, maybe 8 o'clock. maybe 7, 8 o'clock, somewhere around there, Eastern time. We're going to be going live with day number 4 of the 12 Days of Rockmas from Los Angeles, from Anaheim, California. All right. Until then, you guys, you all rock. Thanks again for joining. Ron, you rock as well. As always, have a great